I had to do this video quickly on anxiety. What is anxiety? Anxiety can come in many forms. It can come in a sudden attack of nerves and do not know what to do, where to turn to. And then it can also come as in the form of something physical where you feel like your throat is clogging up, your chest is hurting, like you can't breathe, you may be disoriented. There are so many forms of anxiety, so many forms of feeling that you're pretty much most likely uncertain of if you haven't experienced it before. And you try to figure out if there's a remedy that you can use to repair the situation. Many times it is not what you can do, but what God can do. And I can tell you this from experience. I had to do this video today because I specifically felt anxious. I felt like I was going through anxiety. I felt the attack, an anxiety attack. And many nights before, I had started to experience a couple of things where I couldn't sleep at night and I felt like my throat was clogging up, and I'm speaking from experience. I felt like my throat was clogging up and I couldn't quite figure out what it was. I thought maybe it was something that I needed some kind of seltzer or whatever, but no. Today, when I got home, I realized that it wasn't that. It was an actual anxiety attack. It wasn't something that I could just fix. It's something that only God can fix. So when I felt what I felt today, and this is like right after worship, and I was in church and everything was good. And I came home and I had to deal with a couple of things that were going on that I had to work through for our business ministry. And I felt a surge of nerves and I felt my throat clogging up. I felt like there was like a lump in my chest and I felt like I couldn't quite breathe. And I just laid back on my chair and I said, God, I don't know what this is. This sounds like it could be anxiety, but God, I need you right now. Please take it away. Give me that peace that surpasses understanding, Father, because I know that I can't do this on my own. I have no idea what to do right now, but you have been already where I'm going. And you knew that this was going to happen to me today, so I'm going to trust you. And I started to speak life into for myself, and I started to say that there is no way that I'm going to allow the enemy to come in between what I know that only God can fix and only God can do. And I know that we only get attacks when there is a great purpose in us, when there's great work to be done, when God wants to do more in us. That is when there's a surge of everything that is trying to block your purpose in Him. And I'm here to tell you that there is nothing in this world that can block God's purpose. And when you start to feel that those moments of anxiety or feeling like you don't have enough of this and enough of that, and you have to figure out where to make ends meet. You have to figure out, what to do. Maybe there's a health situation. Maybe there's something going on with your kids. Maybe there's something going on in your church that is out of your control and you have no idea what to do. Know that God knows what to do. God knows what to do. I'm sitting here at my table and I felt like I needed to do this video because it is not just about me. God oftentimes allows us to go through certain situations in life so that we're able to talk to others about it and let others know how to deal with things and what to use, what strategies to use. And there's no greater strategy than going to the Lord and asking Him for His peace that surpasses understanding. I kept repeating that, God, give me your peace that surpasses understanding, Father, your peace that surpasses understanding. And today I pray for you. I pray that God gives you a peace that surpasses understanding, a peace that surpasses understanding, that no matter where you are or what you are doing, that peace may come over you like a flood, and that you may be able to experience His joy the strength in him that he has given you to be able to deal with the situations that come about. They're like, today I would have never imagined that I would have felt what I felt. Not in a million years I would have imagined that after having a glorious service in church, after we worshiped and felt the presence of the Lord, that I will come home and that I will sit down in my chair because I had to deal with the situation that was happening in the moment, and that I would have a surge of anxiety, and that I felt like I would go into a panic attack. I would have never known. But one of the most beautiful things about the Lord is that he knows where we are going. He's already there, and he already has a solution. So I think my lesson for today was to come to Jesus before I go to anything else. There's no remedy. There's no pills. There are no home remedies. There's nothing, no seltzer water drinks. And I say that because I drink that so much. There's nothing that can take the place of coming to Jesus first. And I'm learning with this too, that it is not about looking a certain way or getting ready or together to make a video sound a certain way. It's what you are experiencing. You're not experiencing it for nothing. And if we leave things for later and we don't do things when the Lord is calling us to do it, we miss the mark. We miss letting people know about him, letting people know that he is the solution, that there is nothing in this world that can be done without Jesus.